What's up, YouTube? This is Iced Images. I would say back with another review or product review or all this, but this is just another one of those videos where I'm just gonna chit chat and, you know, I was trying to look up some information on like new marijuana laws in Michigan, dates on when they feel that the storefronts are coming, things like that. There's a lot of shit to sift through to get any information, just because there's so many websites out there reporting so much different shit. So I said, fuck it. I'm just gonna smoke, chit chat, bullshit. Hopefully engage you guys to where you want to comment. So I figured I would just bullshit about movies. So I'm gonna spark this. Drink turned out just like my women, pregnant. No, I'm just kidding. My girlfriend, other than my original fiance and my daughter, I just have my son with my current girlfriend. So some of you may have seen that the over the last God knows how many days, the Zombieland 2, aka Double Tap, came out with a movie trailer, and it looks good. It looks funny. Hopefully it's as funny with enough action, just like the first one. First one was an amazing movie. I loved it. I think everything from all the different characters and all that. I think the comedy played off of each other well. You know, from Jesse Eisenberg to Woody Harrelson. Drawing a blank on the girls' names. Stone and Breslin. It only shows the last names on the thing. I'm not watching the trailer. So that movie looks good, so I'm waiting for that one to come out. They got another Rambo movie coming out, so that one's gonna be hit or miss, just like the last one. If you're a big Rambo fan, obviously you're gonna go watch it. You're gonna probably like it. I don't know any premise or any background story on that movie. I haven't watched the trailer, so it's kind of hard for me to speak on that. They got another one coming out with Will Smith called Gemini Man, where it's him versus like a clone of himself, because technically he's the only one that can track himself down and kill himself. Everyone else has failed, apparently, from what I can gather. The movie trailer in that looks very action-packed, looks really good. But I imagine it's going to be a typical Will Smith movie. He knocks him out the park. He's a great actor. Nothing bad to say about the man. Also, they've got the second 47 Meters Down coming, Uncaged. That one, I think I can wait till Netflix. I don't think I have to go to a movie theater to see that one. This is the blue cookies again, in the Juicy J sticky candy papers from the weeds from Cookie Express. Papers are just from Chiba Hut down the road. They're just the closest place to me that sells all the different papers. Let's see what else. Oh, they got the other Terminator movie coming out, Dark Fate, with the original Sarah Connor. She's in it. So it'll be interesting to see how that all plays out, if they're actually gonna find a way to stop Skynet, or if they're in an endless time loop. As soon as one figures out how to beat the other, they send someone back in time to stop that, and then they see this, and then they send someone back in time to stop that. It seems like an endless loop. It seems like they could keep these movies going forever, because unless you can stop them from time traveling as a whole, I don't see how this loop can't keep going. There's also a movie out called Knives Out with Daniel Craig. Looks like a murder mystery whodunit type of movie. Also looks pretty good. Apparently Frozen 2 for any of you that have kids. Another Charlie's Angel movie. Star Wars The Rise of Skywalker, so that one will be interesting. I'm not sure of the premise on this one. So let's click on it and see what it says. So the premise that it says is a short thing that says the surviving resistance faces the First Order once more as Rey, Finn, and Poe Dameron's journey continues. With the power and knowledge of generations behind them, the final battle commences. So this is the final battle on this. So would that make this another set in another trilogy aspect? Pretty sure. Rogue One. No, because it would be The Force Awakens. Yeah, Force Awakens, not Rogue One. Rogue One was how they got the plans for the Death Star. Force Awakens, The Last Jedi, and then this one, The Rise of Skywalker. So they may go back like with Rogue One and show where, say, Luke was at when this was going on. When they were on this planet, this is what was going on over here. There's like an endless supply of movies I feel that they could come up with, especially after talking to somebody else. And man, they know so much more than me about Star Wars. Way more. Like, I thought I was pretty knowledgeable, but apparently I don't know shit about shit. Especially when you get into the books and all the different games. And so that one's scheduled to release December 20th of this year. Director is J.J. Abrams, so he puts out pretty damn good movies. Well, most of the Abrams movies I've watched have been really good. Alright, let's actually go back and click on Rambo. Let's see what the premise of this one was. So this is going to come out next month on the 20th. Okay, this is kind of like, under the first words, kind of like the movie The Taken, but with a POW war veteran that just slaughters everybody. So the premise says, when a friend's daughter is kidnapped, Rambo crosses the U.S.-Mexican border to bring her home and finds himself up against one of Mexico's most ruthless cartels. So he's gonna fucking slaughter a bunch of drug dealers, and they might have another scene where he's being tortured and cut, and then he's gonna have flashbacks to when he was in, I think, Vietnam. So that'll be interesting. As I said, September 20th. Production company's Lionsgate. No other actors that stand out like crazy to me in the initial 5 people for the casting. But this video is reaching 9 minutes already. I've just been rambling on about movies. Hey, comment your all-time favorite movie from either when you were a kid or to now. Favorite trilogy, favorite, you know, I know a lot of people are going to be like, okay, Lord of the Rings, Star Wars, The Hobbit, like a lot of that stuff. And that's fine. Obviously, I love a lot of those movies. They were great, you know. But one of my all-time favorites has to be Gleaming the Cube with Christian Slater, Tony Hawk's in it. You know, it was just, when I was a kid, I loved that movie. It was just, we'd always watch it. We'd try to draw the cross that's on his skateboard and at the end scene of the movie. But also, one of my all-time favorites has to be The Usual Suspects. From storyline, from beginning to end, that movie is phenomenal. In my opinion, phenomenal. Great actors, well put together. Acting was great. Storyline was great. The ending is just, especially if you've never heard anyone tell you about the movie, how it ends, how it starts, all that stuff. You know, you don't know anything about the movie. You just go into it knowing what the premise of it is. Or even if you don't, I feel that you will end up wanting to watch the movie again. But this is just me smoking, having another ramble session with you guys about movies. As I said, if I can engage you guys to have a conversation with me in the comments, that's ultimately what I'm trying to do. Most of my stuff happens at the end of the video. Anyone that sticks around and watches the whole video, hey, I really appreciate you. My average view duration on most of these videos are only 2 to 3 minutes. So I've got to find a way to quickly engage you guys so that you're willing to watch more. And, you know, listen to me ramble on about fucking endless bullshit, really. Later today, if not tomorrow, I'll have more weed reviews, more cart reviews. It's just a matter of getting to stores and shit like that and figuring out what I want. But smash that subscribe button, hit the like button, comment below. Let's keep seeing what we can do with this channel, guys. I'm try to do some live shit eventually, and we can have just a huge smoke session, and then I can, even if only 3 of you join, I can physically watch you guys text chat through, and I can respond to you. So you can tell me what you're smoking on. You can tell me what kind of dab you were doing. You know, whatever. But if I could find ways of doing some cool shit on the outs, whether it be taking my son to the zoo and recording little bits and pieces and putting a video together, you know, reactions on animals. He hasn't been to the zoo yet, so I feel that that'd be amazing. But I won't keep you guys. Peace out. Have a great Saturday. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. A little warm, but that breeze is fucking phenomenal. I love Michigan. I hate Michigan, but I love Michigan. I've been here since summer of '89, since the day I moved to this country. So I cannot say anything bad. I wouldn't have what I have today or be doing what I'm doing today if I had never came to America. I am from Milton, or not Milton. That's my aunt's. That's where my aunt's from. Worthing, England, on a street called Ware Close, is where I lived most of when I lived there. Otherwise, South Barrow, we were like a half hour away from London. You know, so we weren't too far from the pier living on Ware Close. We were down by the south side where they built the Tunnel to France. I was too young for any of that. I haven't been back since they built, well, I've been back since they built that, but I haven't been on there. Last time I was back was end of '03, beginning of '04. I was there for like 3 months. Thought about moving back there, but finding a job, not having a car, not knowing my way around was a huge gap for me. So knowing that I still had a car here, I can get a job relatively easy back then and now. It's just depending on what kind of work you want to do. You want to go work in a factory and be a human robot, they got a job for you all day. There's a shit ton of factories looking for people like you, me, anyone. So if you got a kid that just turned 18, wants a job, and he can't find one, it's going to be grueling work, and he's probably going to hop a bunch of them for a little while until he finds one that he can fucking deal with. But you can get someone a job in a factory within the next 2-3 days if you want to go through a staffing agency, express employment, all that shit. But with all that aside, as I said, I don't want to keep you guys. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. Peace out, guys.